What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to the Knicks Cave. I'm Jan, the Knicks fan, your host, and let's get right into it. But before we do, hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe, leave a comment. You want to know when the next video going to drop. Hit that notification bell. What's the off season? The Knicks have made a couple of moves. One traded away Obi Toppin for a couple of second round picks. We have to wait to see how that work out. Time will tell. Um, my opinion, I think the New York Knicks give up on their draft picks too soon. Um, we have a commitment. Uh, Nothing has been signed as of yet, but we all know about the Dante Dunvatizio signing, the 4 year, $50 million contract. Yo, that alone has given the New York Knicks fans, or at least me, a lot of excitement moving forward and knowing what we excuse me, but still guessing what we're going to do. And a lot of people out there is want the Knicks, and the Knicks are in the Knicks are trying to get Grant Williams. And I'm gonna be honest, as much as I would love to see Grant Williams on this team because he would make this team a much better team, he would make this team a contender. I know the Boston Celtics went out there and the Boston Celtics made some good moves in my opinion. And this is where I think the Knicks, if they deal Strue, because Danny Ainge is not a sucker. If Leon Rose come in there and make the right offer, um, as it's being reported, Boston Celtics is going to try to do a sign and trade deal with Grant Williams. They got to July 6th. This is when everything's going to really start popping. You know what I'm saying? For the off season right now, it's been a very interesting first few days. These first 3-4 days in off season. In my opinion, the Lakers came out, they smashed it. I think Phoenix really came out and shored up their bench. And remember, I said Phoenix because as I go on this video, it's going to be an important part. But Grant Williams is out there, and a lot of people, a lot of teams actually got Atlanta, Charlotte, Dallas, Washington, other than the New York Knicks, all trying to get into this Grant Williams sweepstakes. According to league sources, Williams will be eligible to sign an offer sheet on the 6th. The Celtics will have 24 hours to match that offer sheet once it's signed. But Boston is seeking a first round pick in returns for Williams, according to league source. And in my opinion, that's kind of rare for a caliber of Grant Williams' stature. And this is why I say Danny Ainge he's a real Strue executive when it comes to dealing with contracts and players. In my book, if I was a player, a lot of players don't like me. See what Marcus Smart has said. He didn't even realize he was being traded. Matter of fact, he was promised that he wouldn't get traded. We heard that with my man Isaiah Thomas back in the days. It's just Boston have a way of doing business, and what the way they do business is going to better the team. Right now, Boston whole focus is on Jaylen Brown. So this, if the Knicks or any other team play their cards right, they can get in there and get Grant Williams for a second round pick on the offer sheet. Or teams can just call their bluff. You know what I'm saying? Teams can just sit back and let January 6th pass, don't offer Williams nothing. You know what I'm saying? Because Boston will have to make a decision to sign him or let him go on the open market once the 6th pass. You know what I'm saying? They have to have 24 hours. So teams can sit back and relax and say, you know what? Because Boston always trying to put it to teams when it comes to contract and go out and let and try to get more than what they deserve for certain players. And I don't really think Grant Williams he don't deserve a first round pick in return. And I know a lot of people say the Knicks got the picks, use them, but I don't think so. So this brings me to one player in particular, and that's Darius Bazley of the Phoenix Suns, once of the Oklahoma City Thunder before he got traded. He haven't spent much time with the Suns, but I like this kid because even with his time with the Thunder and the Suns, with the way they use him as a 5. So this is what I'm saying. We're gonna need a replacement for Obi Toppin, and I think he could come in and be that replacement for Obi Toppin. He played his few minutes last season, but the previous seasons, he showed his potential, and that's why I think this kid will be a hell of a fit coming into the off season. And my main perspective is that we can use the mid-level exception on him. We wouldn't have to spend that much money, and he would make the bench a much better bench, especially with Dante hard, quickly. We still don't know what's going to happen. Like I said, the off season, a lot of teams are going to be doing a lot of different things. Um, this season, only 10 players in matches or exceeded both Bazley per possession average for blocks and assists. Now, I know a lot of people say, what about the defense? The blocks is going to be there. He's not a selfish player. He's going to move the ball. And he shot 37% from downtown this season. And if that's an indication of anything, that means he will be able to stretch the floor. I really like this kid. I think the Knicks can get him on a cheap deal. You know what I'm saying? And it would be a sneaky move, but it would be a solid move. Tell me what y'all think in the comment section. And with that being said, I want everybody to stay safe, stay healthy, God bless, and peace.